the seating audition excerpt for violas for Encore strings. This is the section of In the Steppes of Central Asia from 172 to 198. First of all, we need to learn how to play with high third fingers for the C sharp. Okay, so here's where it would be on the tape. C natural, but we extend up to C sharp. Okay, and please do not place the finger flat like that, but get it up on its tip so that the 4 can be really close. This would be bad, this is good. Bad, good. Okay, so to get there you have to bring your whole hand up and over so your knuckles are over the fingerboard. Otherwise you just can't get quite a close enough half step. So get your fingers up and over the fingerboard. So practice that half step a lot to get that curved pinky. Okay, so just practice that C sharp to D a lot just to get that comfortable and in tune. Next, I want to point out the difference in the rhythm. At the beginning of 172, we have just 2 eighth notes and a quarter note, so it's 1 and 2. In the next measure, it's a dotted 8th and 16th. That means the second note comes later and is shorter than in the first measure. So in the second measure, it's da 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 da. If we subdivided 16th notes, we would have 3 16ths on the D, like this, and then the I'm sorry, I said D on the E, and then the F sharp would come on the 4th 16th note, like this. Okay, so it's da, da, da. Okay, so it sounds all together from the beginning. Okay, so make sure you get that difference in the rhythm. The first measure is steady 8th notes, and then the second one is more jumpy. Now we need to talk about the tie. So hold the E across the bar line, so it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1. Okay, we'll talk about the grace note in a second. But you might want to take a pencil and draw your slash marks through the E. The one that has the up bow on it in measure 173 is beat 2 of that measure, but then you have to keep holding it through beat 1 of the next measure. So it's 2, 1. Okay, so don't play the next F sharp until after beat 1. In fact, it's not till the 4th 16th note of that value. So it's da, 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 1. Okay, now let's talk about the grace note. It's just a little flick with your finger. Sorry, I was doing a first finger flip. It looks like this. Okay, I'm pulling these fingers out of the way so you can see what I'm doing with my second finger, but ideally they should all be up over the fingerboard like that. Okay, so practice that low grace note a lot. It's just a little flick with the finger, and the closer you keep your fingers to the fingerboard, the easier and faster it will be. If they're way up here and you have to bring them down, they're going to be slow and out of time. So keep your fingers really close to the fingerboard. That helps all of your technical stuff, all of your action to be really quick. Okay, so the timing of that goes 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1. Okay, so you want to time it so that the grace note happens before beat 2. So the first note of the triplet happens right on beat 2. Okay, so every time the grace note happens right before beat 2, and beat 2 is right on the first note of the triplets. Okay, so again, all third finger on the G string C sharps are nice and high, so you have a really close half step with the 4th finger all the way through. I think that's pretty much it. I just put some up arrows in there in the part to help remind you to stretch for that high 3. So really get that 3 way high, otherwise it sounds like a C natural. Okay, so here's the whole excerpt from 172. Ready, play. Bow for the next down bow. I didn't talk about the grace notes with the 4th finger. This one. Okay, the idea is the same. Just keep that fourth finger really close to the fingerboard, and just tap it really, really close to the third finger. Otherwise, it's not quite in tune. Okay, so that is your audition excerpt. Good luck.